I still think in the world of inclusion and people with disabilities, people don't know what to do. But I think over time, the more we're exposed to someone with disabilities or the community, the easier it becomes to kind of go, yeah, let me just jump in. Let me say hello. Everyone should be included and we shouldn't have barriers. And if there's people that feel apprehensive, how can we find ways? So for me as a dad to see that, it's just magical. It's magical that people are engaging with my son before me because he's become a part of the conversation, because it's so often that we've had in the past, people will come and talk to us, mum, dad, ignore Rio because they just don't know what to do. So if that's a stepping stone to making a better planet when we include everyone, then yeah, we're starting to do our job. We're now just under 500 races of racing, so triathlons, swims, obstacle races. He's covered about 11,000 kilometres of swimming, cycling and running since 2014. And that's kind of like the equivalent from Dubai to Australia, that he has swam, biked and run since 2014.
I feel the frustration sometimes because I feel how we're conditioned to see disability and inclusion is very different to what my goal and mission is. I think we're conditioned still to see disability as charitable, as a charity, as to pity and to help. Whereas our goal is not to see it as to help, it's more that we are one and we can be together. And okay, we all have differences, but to find our connections and our similarities. And it's trying to make it a norm that we can be together. We don't have to have segregated activities or segregated life, we can be together. And I think at one stage life used to be like that. There was a proper community and we've just become conditioned that there's them and us. I think our goal is to get everyone together and to show we can break down barriers. Tia's had a very different perspective on life compared to most children her age. I think being a younger sibling of a person with disability, she's known nothing different to what she was born into. So she didn't have a life before Rio. So our life has become her norm. But I think part of being a part of our unit, everyone has a role, and one of her roles is being a young caregiver as well. And she's naturally taken that on. You know, we've not really ever had to ask her to do anything. She's naturally done things.
I don't think I have anything to say to Rio. I think he tells me a lot. Like, I learn a lot about him. I would need to give Rio life advice. I think he's like the person who gives everyone life advice. Just like, I've learned so much from him. Like, he just teaches everyone. He like lives in the moment. Like, something will happen. Like, he might fall, for example, and in the next second he's like laughing as if he just totally forgot about it. And he always puts smiles on people's faces, and I've just learned so much from him. So I think he's more of the person who teaches me. You kind of get into a zone, like the whole build-up of the triathlon, all the tension, and everyone's just nervous. And as soon as you hit the water or as soon as you cross the start line, it's all gone.
This is 16-year-old Tia's first attempt at the Guinness World Record. Up to the mic.
The relationship between Tia and Rio it's just incredible. They have this beautiful, unique bond, and you know, Tia is Rio's best friend. You know, it's I think he'd be lost without her. And
She's transitioning for the run.
Tia was saying, when I turn 16, I want a Guinness World Record. What would you like to do? And she's like, I still want to race with Rio.